Hello all, welcome to SFDC-Chronicle. Hope you guys are doing good. Today we are going to discuss about an intriguing topic, Einstein trust layer, which is also part of Salesforce AI Specialist certification, and it accounts for 15% of the exam. So let's dive into it then. So whenever we talk about AI, the first point come to mind is security. How the data will be handled by third party large language model systems. Because data is an integral part of our organization and we don't want to share our data to any external or unauthorized party. So that's why the security of data is utmost important to for an organization. Then how in Salesforce ensure that when we are using AI like Agent Force or Prompt Builder, our data is safe and secure and it is not shared with third party external system. There comes the concept of Einstein trust layer. That's why it's necessary to understand what Einstein trust layer is doing. So let's check what Einstein trust layer is doing. What we mean by what is Einstein trust layer? Einstein trust layer is like a safety system in Salesforce AI tools. It ensures that the data stays private, avoid unfair decision and explain how AI makes choices so you can trust it. Einstein trust layer mainly composed of three major parts: the prompt journey, response generation, and the response journey. So in this particular diagram, from prompt to prompt defense, we call it as an prompt journey that comprises of prompt, secure data retrieval and grounding, data masking, and prompt defense. Response generation consists of LLM gateway, all the LLM models, and also zero data retention policy. And the response journey from response to audit trail and feedback. Let's understand what we actually doing in response journey. So from different Salesforce app, we generate prompt. One of the example is using prompt template. We can create a prompt. A prompt is nothing but a set of instruction to LLM that what LLM needs to take into consideration and based upon that what output we are expecting. That is what written on the prompt. Now, once we created our prompt in prompt template, in prompt builder, if you are not familiar with prompt builder or prompt template, I have one video regarding that one. You can go through this video and there will be some upcoming video regarding prompt builder which you can watch as well. So for now, you can just imagine or just think that in the prompt builder, we create some prompt template, and in the prompt template, we provided some instruction to LLM. Now, if LLM wants to provide us the response back, the system needs to have some data. Based on the data, it should provide us the response. So there comes secure data retrieval and grounding. So as part of secure data retrieval, whenever we provided some data in the prompt, the data is retrieved keeping permission set, profile, role, everything in consideration. It will not able to retrieve some data that the user does not have access in. So it enforces the role and profile everything. Now once we able to retrieve the data, then it will be used as an in the prompt itself, so that based upon that, prompt builder can provide us the response. After the grounding and data retrieval completes, then come data masking. Now what is data masking? Why we require data masking? Suppose in your prompt, for some reason, you need to mention the credit card number of a particular user, of an end user, but you don't want the credit card number to be shared with LLM system, LLM external system, also a company name, a person name. You don't want to provide the username or user company name to the LLM because that is not required. That is a sensitive data. So you need to mask those data before sending it to LLM. So that is why we require data masking before sending it to LLM. Einstein trust layer take care of that one. In the Einstein trust layer, we can set up the data which should be masked and which should not be masked. Einstein trust layer identifies sensitive data based on two methods. One is pattern based, another one is field based. Field based is whichever field is set as or using shield platform encryption or data classification, those fields are regarded as sensitive. Also, it uses some pattern based sensitive data identification like the phone number, like the credit card number. Those are depending upon pattern it able to identify. So based upon these two method, Einstein trust layer mask the data, mask the sensitive data before sending it to LLM. Then comes prompt defense. What prompt defense do? Prompt defense is used to limit the hallucination that that is done by LLM system, or it decrease the likelihood of unintended or harmful outputs by LLM. Prompt defense uses some system policies. System policies are nothing but a set of instruction to the LLM. Why we use system policies or prompt defense? To defend against jailbreaking and prompt injection attacks. Now that is all about your prompt journey. Once your data is masked, grounded, and prompt defense applied to your data, now Einstein Trust Layer is going to send that data to LLM external system. Now, once your data is in the LLM system, then you will be worried about that whether my data is going to be used by that LLM or not. So there comes Einstein Trust Layer and Salesforce. Salesforce has an agreement with all the third-party LLM system that no data should be retained in third-party application. We called it no data retention policy. No data retention policy needs to be understood uh, from from 2 points. One is it it gives you idea how Einstein Trust Layer works, and also from Salesforce AI certification specialist certification point of view, it is very crucial to understand what no data retention policy means, because you will see some question from that particular section. So, what do we mean by no data retention policy? No data retention policy means no data is used for LLM model training or product improvement by third party LLM. No human being at the third party provider looks the data that you have sent to their LLM system. They will not see those data. And the third one, that no data should be retained by third party LLM. Once response is provided to the requested system, all the data should be forgotten by the LLM. No data should be retained or stored by third party LLM. So that is mean by zero data retention policy. Once the response got generated by LLM, then it will be sent back to Salesforce. Now, the first thing Einstein Trust Layer will do is it will scan the response, and it will check whether the content contains toxic content or not, whether the content is safe or not, and it will score it based upon that one, where 0 means non-toxic, 1 means most toxic. And for safe score, 0 means not safe at all, 1 means it's most safe. So this too is also very important from certification perspective, because you need to understand 0 means non-toxic, 1 means most toxic, and 0 means not safe, 1 means most safe. Also, these toxicity scores are logged and stored in audit trail that will be accessed from data cloud in Salesforce. Once this toxicity score and toxicity detection is completed, then comes demasking. So, if you remember, we talk about masking in prompt res in prompt journey. So, whichever data is very sensitive, we mask it. Now, once we get the response from LLM, we need to demask it. And the user that is using the prompt, it should able to see the data, the credit card data, the company name, the username, everything it should able to see it. So that's why Einstein Trust Layer demasks the data. How it demasks the data? Whenever it masks the data, it create a placeholder for that one. Like suppose my channel name is SFDC Chronicle. Now when I will send the data to LLM and I don't want to send my channel name to LLM. So I marked it as an sensitive data. Then what will happen? Rather than sending it as an SFDC Chronicle, it will say it will replace or mask it as channel name or channel 1, something like that. And then when it response came back and I need to Einstein trust layer needs to demask the data, then it will demask using that placeholder. With the channel 1 or channel name, it replaces with SFDC Chronicle again. That is how demasking works. So it maintains the relationship between original entity and their respective placeholder so that it can map the correct data when the response came back from LLM system. Now, as part of response journey, one most critical thing is audit trail and feedback. For audit trail, you need to understand that you can access it from data cloud and you can able to means in audit trail so many data will be stored like response, prompt, who is requesting, which user is requesting for that data, what is the toxicity score of the content returned as a response by LLM system, also the safe score, which data is masked, which data demasked. Also, you can provide the feedback. If you like the content, you can provide a thumbs up. If you don't like the content, you can give the feedback as well. Those also get stored in the audit trail. Also, the timestamp. Everything will be stored in the audit trail. You can able to access the audit trail using pre-built report and dashboard. To review the toxicity score, what you can do, you can create a new report in Data Cloud of category Gen AI Gateway Response with Gen AI Content category. And once you create the report, you can filter the data using the filter panel with the field called detector type. In the detector type, you need to select the type as toxicity. And if you select the type as toxicity, then you can able to understand for which response, what is my toxicity score. Keep this in mind from the certification perspective that you need to select detector type as toxicity to get the toxicity scores. So this is how you can get the able to see the audit trail of prompts and the responses and also the toxicity score, safe score, everything. So that is all about Einstein trust layer. Now let's see the grounded part in prompt builder. So I have already logged in into one of the Salesforce org where uh, prompt builder is enabled. In this particular one, I am not going much detail about what is prompt builder, how we can create prompt template. This is just to show you that how data grounding works. So in this case, if you see, I have used input account ID. So input account ID is my resource. It is, I don't know which account ID I need uh, the response for. I can use it for any account. So that's why I put it as an input account ID. Same for industry. and I want to get all the open cases. So that's why I used a flow to get all the open cases. Now, this all should be runtime. So whether it is working fine or not, we can check that one using this preview section. In the preview section, we have provided one account name, and let's see what is happening, how grounded works here. So in this case, if you see, you are a support representative and blah 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 for account input.account ID. So for account, we are able to see this is my account ID. Now to industry, input account industry. But we see like this. Why industry is not coming? Let's check that one. So this is my United, whichever I have used here. So in this one, I have intentionally uh, clear out the industry field to show you how, if you do not have any data, how the data is grounded in the prompt template. So that's why it will come like this. It will come like a placeholder like this, and in the response as well, it will come a placeholder like this. But if suppose I took some another account, suppose this one, and I paste it, click on preview. So if there is any data present, then I am able to see the data in the preview section resolution. This is like the data that you are going to send to the LLM. Before that, you can review it. So that is the resolution panel. So in this industry, as there is data for this one, but for Burlington textile, so that's why I'm able to see the data in my resolution. See, this is the one. Now, what will happen if you do not have access in a particular field? In that case, it will not come as an placeholder or as an uh, apparel, like the actual value. Rather, it will be blank. And then if you see like from this flow, what data we are getting, what data is retrieved and grounded in the prompt, that we can also able to see from here. This is what uh, this is the name of the case details. Sorry, this is the case details. Design issue with mechanical rotor, then guidance on electrical wiring. There are different Genva diesel 1000 kilowatt, everything is coming. So then we are able to see what data is retrieved and grounded using this flow from the resolution tab, and based on that, LLM will provide us the response. So that is how data grounding will works in Einstein trust layer. Now that is all about Einstein trust layer. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Signing off for today. We'll see you again in our next video of Salesforce AI Specialist Certification Series. Thank you for watching this video.